Hi everyone, my name is Jifei. I'm a founder and CEO of OPT Industries. At OPT, we combine computational design, additive manufacturing, and polymer science to produce material with micron scale precision. So when we're thinking about building products, we need to source parts and material, and not only just the injection molded parts, but also materials with microscale structures that provide tactility, but also functions that requires for the product that you're building. And right now, the current manufacturing process of those parts and material are so highly specialized that even for a simple product like a swap, if you're looking at it here, you have a very limited design options of change, or it takes years for you to do any customization of work. We believe this can be changed by really developing a technology that vertically integrated together so that you can basically developing and manufacturing those products and parts, designing algorithmically, produce rapidly, and also scale dynamically so that we can really reduce the time from the design to manufacturing and the complexity that coming with it. So to do that, we first built a patented additive manufacturing system that integrated a roll-to-roll based platform together with a photolithography. This is the world's first photolithography system that is integrated with a roll-to-roll system. This gives you an unlimited length of build, but also without sacrificing the resolution and the customization that you needed for the product. We also built out a 3D software platform that not only allows you to design extremely fine parts with a low computational requirement, reducing and shortening the compiling and also the prototyping time that's needed, but also together with that is provided the quality traceability allows you to basically really looking at any manufacturing defect and connected the result, physical result, all the way to the design, digital design, and also the raw material itself. So with those technology, we also scale up into our first microfactory. The facility is based in Medford, which is about 15 minutes from here. The facility, we maintain and manage a ISO 9001 compliant quality management system, managed such as a document revision control, a product release, quality release, and also a internal and supplier audit, so on and so forth. As we're basically building up our capacity, we're foreseeing this facility is able to produce between 1 to 10 million units per year, depends on the product that we're producing. So with this technology, in the past 2 years, we launched several products together with our partners and also independently. In the past, I've presented InstaSwab a few times here in this venue, and it is essentially a novel high illusion swab for diagnostic purpose. We also, based on the same principle, we also launched the LumaFill. It's a series of cosmetic applicators that not only looks very beautiful, but also gives a desired makeup result. In this case, as a mascara brush, gives you different definition, volumizing, and the curling effect as the brands needed. Recently, we also launched the Polybrush. It is a vibratory brushes that basically convey lightweight and also a small parts for variety and factory uses. So you can see that the technology itself has a wide different application product going from there. So all the application I showed you is really tip of the iceberg. That's what we can do. And our mission is really provide this new parts and material solutions for our branded partners. And so if you have a new product launching and requires high precision and scale, we can work with your NPI process and really provide the design to manufacturing solution all under one roof. And we have a demo out there at the downstairs at 3rd floor. Please come and visit us. Thank you.
Thanks, Jifei. This is awesome. It's great to see the progress from the time when you were here at the Media Lab. In fact, at the lobby, you'll see some of the very early versions of what you've built.
Yes.
but I'd like to ask you a question on that last slide. Many
Yeah.
people in the room operate businesses where their products they touch and build.
Yeah.
People are thinking, oh, could apply for anything and everything.
Yeah.
What's the process of someone, a member company, a corporate, engaging with you on a particular idea? How do you deal with that as well?
Yeah. So we have several steps. Like usually in the first, we started with a conversation, looking at by presenting our technology more in depth, definitely more than 3 minutes here, but also a understanding type of a product and also the timeline of the potential customers that we're working with. And then we send out a box of samples. You'll see it downstairs as well. So this is really the box of the samples, is really to show the art of possible, like we show what's the manufacturing and design capability that the technology allows you to. So this gives really sort of like the brain start running like on both sides. And then we start basically going through this customer requirement evaluation phase where our customers, potential customer, will basically list out, okay, this new product we're thinking about requires this kind of functions, and it needs to have the durability or certain sort of like a shelf life at a certain requirement. And then we will discuss about like what's this R&D phase going to look like. And then at the end, as we pass the stage gate process, as you know, the company has, and then we will basically enter in the manufacturing where we basically become a supplier and supplying the volume to the customers.
So how does that compare to current workflows? It seems like it'd be much faster and much more flexible, but can you maybe be a little bit more specific?
Yeah, I think one of the differentiation is that for again, right, this is really, that's why the first evaluation phase is important, because at the current stage that there are some product that definitely make more sense to use our technology. For example, with some of this product that we require extremely fine features, and it is very hard for you to say like really customize those structures with the current manufacturing process. Say if you need a special type of foam, a special type of spacer fabric for certain seating applications or acoustic performance, and then all of those things that requires the customization that the current manufacturing would take a longer lead time to do, and then we will be able to do it in a much faster way.
But when you say customization, I think many people think of additive manufacturing is doing a really good job for mass customization.
Yeah.
That's a kind of N of ones, right?
Yeah.
But what you're talking about with OPT is real scale.
Yeah. I think we need to separate the customization and personalization, right? Like the customization is more about specifically for the brand, for the business, that a product that you launch, you probably want a very, very specific look, the design of it. You want a specific performance, and because of this is probably going to be value added for that product. And I think this is what we mean by the customization.
One of my favorite stories is when you were out with dinner with one of your customers, and at dinner you were discussing a design that would typically take maybe 2-3 months before you get a first prototype. Someone from your engineers went back to the office, worked on it, and the next morning came back and said, "Oh, this is what we talked about yesterday."
Yes.
So, but I'd love to ask you one last question around your journey from MIT, from the Media Lab, to where you are today. A lot has changed. Maybe if you reflect back on that, an advice to both students that are watching us, but also member companies that are thinking about engaging with science that they can see potentially becoming a company. What's some of your reflections on that journey?
Yeah, I think one of the great things is that, really starting the company, one of the biggest benefit of working, especially have the opportunity of working with the member companies, is that definitely they provide a lot of insight of what's the technology will possible to do. I mean, of course, down the road, as we discover more and more, we feel like some makes sense, some does not necessary. But I think it really definitely gives me myself coming from a research background, really helped the change in the mindset of aligning, it's not just about keep pushing the technology, but really looking at how the technology can best shine in the real world. And then I feel like the other side, really for the member company, I feel like this is because of having the access to the lab, and then you probably already, by knowing that this technology, not only just the technology, knowing it in that 3 minutes of high, an elevator pitch, but you already see the history of how it's been built out, right? So I think it gives you more insight of where the thing people develop can be better put in use.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Yifei.
Yeah.
Sebastian?
Thanks.